Good morning, learners. You're speaking to Mr. Matlo. Today, we are going to learn on how to edit our writing. Editing means checking our work carefully to make sure that our spellings, punctuations, and sentences are well corrected. This helps our writing to become very, very much clear and easy to understand. Today, we will use the recipe activity called How to Make Tea. And after writing our first draft, we must check our first mistakes before writing the final copy. So, without a waste of time, here it's saying common errors in instruction writing. Learners miss capital letters at the beginning. They also miss full stops to separate ideas, and there's no sequence of words like first, then, and next. Our first example sentence with the error, it say first boil the water, then put the tea bag in the cup. What do you think might be wrong with this sentence? Therefore, moving on to where we are supposed to be correcting the sentences together. What we must first look at is that the capital letter at the start, and also the full stop separating the steps, and also the commas after sequencing the words. As you can see, we've corrected this. It's saying first, comma, boil the water, full stop, then, comma, put the tea bag in the cup. This corrected sentence shows proper use of capital letters, full stops, commas after sequencing the words, and correct spellings. Notice how water becomes water with E before R with proper spelling. And also, the way that we order and sequencing word matters. It helps readers follow instructions easily. It makes steps clearly and logical, and also examples of sequencing the words. And also, going and asking for a peer review, when you're writing an activity, working together with a partner to improve each other's writing, to exchange your classwork books so that they could read carefully, look for capital letters, full stop, spelling, correct orders, and sequencing words, you know, like it helps us to learn our mistakes, So what you can do when you are being taught in class, you can exchange books with the partner, read with your partner, the receipts, and use the checklist in order to check your work of your respective colleague. And also the preview checklist, you've got to use these questions to check your partner's writing, give friendly feedback to help them so that they could improve the instructions. Firstly, you must is are all your like do each sentences begin with a capital letter? Is there a full stop at the ends of each sentence? Are all words spelled correctly? Are the steps in this correct order? You know, you must also, are the sequencing words like first, then, next, and finally used to guide the reader? Those are the things that you should like properly check, you know. But you must keep improving your writing. Good writing helps others understand your instruction clearly. Keep checking and supporting each other to get better every day. Thank you for learning with us today. I hope you keep clear and you have a nice day.